Good morning, Sunday, September 13th. I just left camp. It's 6:15 in the morning. I have about 13 something today. I wanted to get to an Antlers campsite. And the earlier I get there, the better the tent site. It seems to be a popular place to go. Today's gonna be rocky and rooty from what I hear, like a pain in the butt type. So it won't be quick. I started out with my jacket on, but I have a feeling I'll be taking it off soon. There's not much wind, which is good. So yesterday, that was, 15 something. 15.8. It was a pretty good day. I was tired. Took most of the day. Excuse me. The views from on top of the mountain was pretty good. And I had service. So I was able to get some messages out yesterday. And my battery charger started acting up with my phone. It wasn't charging for a little bit. Then I got to thinking, I don't have a spare cable to charge my phone in case that's the problem. And tomorrow I'll be getting my other battery. So that would have solved that if it's the battery. But if I don't have my phone, I won't be able to do any videos. I won't be able to see gut hooks. I rely quite a bit on my phone, I realized. But luckily it charged. So let's see what kind of interesting things we see today. Yeah, it won't be long. I'm taking my jacket off. I think I'll do that now. The sun just came out. I am going up a big hill. Well, my MRE last night worked slightly better. It got it a little warm, but not hot. I'm not holding my breath for tonight's. This is Nahmakanta Lake. So I was talking earlier about relying on my phone. So I think at some point I'm just going to do a compilation of all the learnings over time. When I go back through the videos, every now and then I put some learnings in there. So if you are out on the trail, you should have a backup to your phone as far as a map or something. So I have the AWOL pages for this section with me. I also have a National Geographic map because I couldn't order off of the ATC when I was getting maps. And then I have my phone with gut hooks. I find gut hooks the most valuable. So just remember, have a backup in case something happens and you're not able to utilize your phone as your main source of directions. That goes for the same with water purification. Something happens to your filter. I've got drops as a backup. If something happens to my water bladder, which I use a lot, I just have the 3/4 liter water bottle, but you could bring an extra filter bag. So Maine has done a good job. Check it out. Got stairs going up, which is very unusual. And they're pretty flat. So somebody put a lot of work in this. This Nahmakanta Lake is very big. I'm still getting around it. It's probably 7:15. Probably gone 1.5. But I think that's the north end of it, or the south end of it. Yeah, I'm going southbound. Lose track. So I didn't get to wrap up last night or anything and talk about the people that were at the camp. I didn't put them on video. I don't know why. They're doing the 100-mile wilderness. And the guy that I camped with the night before, his name was Pete. It was his friends. So he's actually hiking southbound, not knowing where they are. So if I ran into him, I was supposed to mention that Pete was on the trail. I thought he was going to turn around, but then another guy came into camp last night and said that he was still heading southbound and hopefully meeting up with these guys. So there was Hank and Ollie. Ollie is German, and there were 2 other Germans. They all work at Pratt and Whitney on the aircraft. There was Stefan and forgot her name. They were very nice. I ate dinner with them and they allowed me to share the camp. This is the camping site on the east shore of the Nahmakanta Lake. Can't imagine this place in the springtime, how much water there must be. I don't think I'd like to hike it with all the water. It's crazy enough. No, definitely would not want to do it with water. All the crossings you would have to do, and the rocks that I've been going over would have had mud and water underneath them. So, no thank you. It feels colder. I don't know why on this end. So while I was at that campsite, I ended up, had a hot spot on the top of my left foot, close to my ankle, on the front actually, front of my foot. So I stopped and put some Band-Aids on, and hopefully that'll help, and I loosened my shoe up. Now I hope I don't get a hot spot anyplace else. You can see all the rocks, roots, and I'm told this section is pretty bad. We'll see. Looks like I'll be following this Nahmakanta stream for quite a while. What's my chances of seeing a moose? I heard there was one that people are seeing. I gotta look up what pond that is. So, maybe. think I'll pass it by. Gone 5.3. I will find a rock or something to take a break on and maybe get some water and do that at the same time. This is where I'm gonna take a break and get some water. Just thought of something else you might want to consider bringing. Anthony had a toe strap it's a bike toe strap, and my shorts were falling down, so I used it to keep my shorts up, but it's something that you could use in a lot of different ways. So that's something that's lightweight you might want to consider bringing. I took a pretty long break there. Got my water refilled. I've got 7.2 miles to Antlers. It's 10:30. And I've gone 5.6, I think. So, taking my time today. And then I just want to make sure I figure out over the next few days what I'm doing, because I'll be hitting all the mountains. Not tomorrow, I got one, but then the day after and the day after that. So, trying to figure out where I'm going to stop. And it's clouding up. I heard it might rain tonight, so we shall see. I think the trail's going to get a little better. Not so many rocks and roots, so my pace might pick up a little. While I was at my break, there was a man that came by. He's been doing the trail in sections, and he's got about 50 miles to finish. He started when he was younger, took a break for a while, and he's finishing it up. He was a nice man. I would love it if the trail would be like this. Lots of pine needles, a little bit of roots. But look at this. Wow. We'll see how long it lasts. I had about a half mile. Now it's back. A little slower. This is Nahmakanta Lake, and Katahdin is right over there within the clouds. Yeah. This looks interesting. Looks like they kind of added on. They might have been trying to repair. Just finished my lunch. I had tortilla with tuna, extra packets of mayo, and some chips, Fritos. So I'm trying to eat. I had lunch actually with Yoga Pants. He's just doing the 100-mile wilderness, but he's doing lots of big miles. And he's trying to get to Katahdin tomorrow or the day after. Tomorrow, I think. I can't remember. And he was a hiker on the PCT in 17, I think. Anyway, I enjoyed having lunch with someone down by the water with my view of Katahdin and a little bit of clouds. All right, he did mention that it's supposed to rain, and that's what I've heard. I will probably get to the camp and that's it. So set up and hopefully not get too much rain. I had to stop and deal with the rocks to get across. So this is what happens, you know, you get going and then all of a sudden there's like a ton of rocks or roots. So you think 13 miles should be no problem, but in reality it's taken me longer than expected. Plus I've been taking breaks. So I'm a little concerned about my mileage for tomorrow. I need a bailout plan in case I don't make it. I think I have 16 planned, but if the roots and rocks are bad, I don't think I can make it. So we'll see. It gets dark in the woods, like I said, around 5:30. It starts getting dark, and by 6:30, you better be out. So I'll have to make sure I got a bailout plan. So this is the lower Joe Mary Lake. Some people actually camp on the beach. I have about 1.7 to get to my campsite. This is still part of the Mary Jo Lake. I mentioned a sandy beach, but it doesn't look in too good a condition. Alright, I'm at Antler Camp, and this is the site that most people talk about. It's at the point of the peninsula. So I am going to set my tent up here. So it is about 2:45. There's a stealth spot at Crescent Pond, but it's 3 miles away, and I'm tired, and I need to figure out what I'm doing. So I'm going to use the time to get my head in the game, figure out what's what. And I'm going to take a look and see how many miles I have left in Maine and what I want to do after the 100-mile wilderness. I have a couple of choices. 3, actually. I can move my car further south and hike to it and get another shuttle and keep going south or stop at that point. I could leave my car at Phil Pepin's, have him shuttle me down a certain distance and then hike back to his place. Or I can call it for the season, which is on my mind. So I just wanted to get that out there. I will logically look at it and then emotionally figure out where my heart is. So remember me talking about the phone not wanting to charge? Well, the USB cord itself, the pen just broke on it, so I have no way of charging my phone. So I will not be able to get very many views documented. I will save my battery for turning on when I do have a view. Oh, damn. All right, looks like it might rain tonight. I'll keep notes. This is what I'll do. I'll keep notes and summarize how things are going. And then I will just have to put a video together, just kind of summarizing the next 5 days. What a pain.